Okay, so hopefully you've just been doing your warm-up for your handwriting lesson. That's going to make sure that all your muscles are nice and warm, ready for handwriting. And I know it's been a little while over Christmas, hasn't it? Okay, so we're going to just remember a few of the letters that we've been learning over the autumn term, and then they're going to help us to spell a word. Okay, so if I just show you a few letters that we're going to need today, and let's remember how to write them, and then we can see which word it is that we're going to be spelling today. So we're going to be using some curly caterpillar letters and a short long ladder letter in our word, and I'll give you a clue that there are 4 letters in this word, but I'm not going to do them in the same order, okay? And we're going to make that a little bit of a guessing game. So I'm going to start off with a curly caterpillar A, okay? So remember, when we're writing our curly caterpillar letters, they always start on the line. And starting on the line means actually touching the line where you start. Now, if you haven't got lines on your paper, don't worry. You can always just draw yourself a little line if you need to, or if you've got a ruler, even better, you can draw a nice straight line. Okay, so I'm going to start my letter A, and I'm going to start it on the line. That means touch it. Okay, I'll come a bit closer so you can see there. And then I'm going to go up and over, curl round the caterpillar, up, down and flick. Okay, I'll do that again. Just start on the line. I'm going to go up and over, curl round the caterpillar, up, down and flick. Okay. Now the next letter I'm going to do is the letter D, and that's just like an A. So if you can make an A, you can make a D, remember. Only there is something different about a D. It's got a tall stick, hasn't it? So we've got to remember that. So I'm going to start on the line, so touch the line, go up and over, curl round the caterpillar, we go all the way up, keep going, down to touch the line and flick. Okay, one more time. Start on the line, go up and over, curl round the caterpillar, all the way up, 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 down and flick. Okay, well done. The next letter is the letter S, and it is a curly caterpillar letter, we call it, but it's actually only got part of a curly caterpillar in it, but it's got a slide as well, and this is one of the more tricky letters. Okay, so we need to start on the line, and it's not a very tall letter, so you don't have to go up tall. You go up and over, and then you curl around the caterpillar just a little bit, but then you go down the slide to touch the line at the bottom, and then you do a flick. Okay, I'm going to do another one of those. They're a little bit lopsided, aren't they? It's because I'm looking like this, but you'll be better because you'll be looking down on your paper. Okay, so you're going to start on the line, you're going to go up and over, curl round the caterpillar, down the slide and flick. Oh, it's a little bit better. They are leaning over. Okay, so make sure when you're doing your handwriting that you've got your paper flat in front of you. Okay, so it's much harder to be leaning over writing, but I'll get better at it, I'll practice. And then the last letter we're going to do is the letter I, and that's the short long ladder letter. Okay, so I'm going to start on the line, touching it, and I'm going to go up the short ladder, down the short ladder, flick, and then dot. Okay, so one more time. Start on the line, go up the short ladder, down the short ladder, and flick, and dot. Okay? Right, I wonder whether, if I leave those there, they're going to spell a word, but the letters aren't in the right order. So let's have a little flash through some of the words that it could be, and let's see if you can guess which one it's going to be. So remember, you've got to unjumble those letters to make the word here. In fact, I'll rub that out because that gives you more of a clue. So we've got these words to read. Sorry, I've got a tickly cough today. So we've got the, to, and, said, in, he, I, and of. And if you spotted, this is the word that we're learning today because it's got S-A-I-D. D letters in it. Okay, so I'm going to put that up on the board here for you to see, and that's to help you. Okay, so let's look at it again. It's the letter S-A-I-D, said. It's got 4 letters in it, 3 curly caterpillar letters and a short long ladder. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask you to try and write that word without looking. So I'm going to cover it over, okay, and then on your paper you see if you can spell the word said, but don't start yet, wait till I've covered it over, and then I'm going to uncover it and see if you got it right. Okay, so look again, 1, 2, 3, 4 letters, look at the order they're in because it is a tricky word, you can't sound it out. You ready? So I'm going to cover it over, okay, you have a go at writing it, and I shall have a go on my board as well, in my better writing I hope this time. My board doesn't slide around too much. Okay, and then we'll have a look and see if we got it right. You ready? Okay, I'm going to rub off those other letters so it don't confuse you. Okay, and did we get it right? Yes, we did. Well done. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say a sentence, and I want you to have a go at writing the sentence, but when you get to the word said in the sentence, that's the one I really, really want you to think about how to spell it properly, because that's the one we're going to be checking at the end. So I'll tell you the sentence, and those of you that think you can have a go at that on your own, brilliant. You can pause the video and have a go, and then we'll check together. But if that's a bit tricky for you and you want a little bit of help, you can do yours with me and we'll do it together at the same time. Okay? So I just need my pen for writing on the board, and I'm going to tell you the sentence. It's Mum said I went to the shop. And I'm going to say it again. Mum said I went to the shop. Okay, so remember it. Mum said I went to the shop. You have a go at writing it. Okay, so pause the video now if you want to do it on your own. The rest of us, you ready? So we're going to have a go. Mom. So Mum, it starts with a M. And I've always remember I've got to do a capital at the start. So I'm going to do a capital M. M for Mum. M. Mum. Okay? Finger space because that word's finished. We're on to the next one. Mum said. Oh, I know that one, don't I? Now I've got it there, but I'm going to really try and see if I can remember it. So what was the first letter? It was a... Yeah, you're right, it was a S. What was the next one? A, I, and D. Mom said... what was the next word going to be? Mum said. You've got to remember that sentence. Mum said I. So finger space and I is always a capital like that. Mum said I, finger space, went. Went. Now I've run out of space, so I always start on this side of the page. Remember, we write across that way. Mum said I went to, finger space, the, finger space, shop. Now shop is a word that we haven't, it's not a tricky word, so it's one that we can sound out, so I'm going to have a go at roboting it to help me first. Shop. Sh, or, p, shop. So that first sound, sh, we've got to remember there's 2 letters that make the sh sound. There they are, sh, so that's sh, or, shop. Okay, so I'm just checking I've written my sentence. Mom said I went to the shop. Remember what goes at the end of a sentence? That's right, a full stop. So there was my word, said. Here was the word where I wrote it. Did I get it right? Yes, I did. So you know what? I'm going to draw myself a smiley face. Okay? Now, if I went too quick for you there, you can pause your video and you can carry on copying out your sentence. Otherwise, I shall see you again tomorrow for the next one. Okay? Bye-bye.